ever wake up and still feel tired? You could have gotten 10 hours of sleep the night before and still wake up feeling ready for a nap. I do. At least sometimes I do. That's usually my first clue that I'm doing too much. I'm expending myself and not taking time to refuel my engine. After several tired mornings and me ignoring my intuition that, hey, something's off, I was grumpy, irritable, I was destined to have a bad day. I started thinking about all the things that I needed to do and hadn't done. I thought about how tough it was going to be to fulfill all that was expected of me as an employee, a wife, a mom, a daughter, a friend, you name it. I was really throwing myself a pity party. Obviously, I didn't have a good day, and that night I was writing all of my woes in my journal. I remember writing, "Lord, am I enough? Will I ever be enough?" Most times my journal entries are actually my prayers, and I started doing that back in high school, and it's really helped me to understand my feelings. But anyways, I remember writing it, and there came that still small voice that I love so much and I have come to learn is God speaking to me. And he whispered, "You are enough. I hear you saying in your heart you are not enough, but I say you are." He went on to tell me, "If you're seeking to please me, you are enough. If you're seeking to please man, you'll never be enough. Man will always ask you for more and more. They'll drain you until you're so barren you can no longer be fruitful, and they'll draw from you because they're thirsty. They'll continue to pull up any good thing, any life to try and sustain their own, but only I am a living well. Only I am living water, and only from me can life be drawn again and again, never running dry. Only from me will there never be thirst again." That was a lot for me to take in. I couldn't shake the conviction I felt and the truth that he spoke. It was so true. Any good thing that we have, talents, smarts, skills, whatever, someone or something will always want to benefit from it. Don't get me wrong, that's not always a bad thing. The great things you and I have should be used for good or important work. But when you're giving out and not being filled back up, you'll find yourself drained, depleted, and throwing yourself a pity party, like me. If you aren't familiar with the Bible, there's a story about a Samaritan woman who had been married 5 times, and the man that she was currently living with wasn't her husband, but just another relationship she found herself in. And I think that she was searching for a way to just feel whole and full, and ended up turning to various relationships to find it. Anyways, every day she would go to a nearby well and draw up water. Well, one day, Jesus decided to sit and rest at this well. Long story short, he asked her if she could draw some water for him to drink. The woman hesitated. She was definitely skeptical. She knew Jesus was a Jew, aka someone thought of as a churchy or religious person that might judge her and think bad of her, all of that. But Jesus wasn't concerned about religion. He never is. He was there for her. He said to her, "If you only knew the gift God has for you, and who you're speaking to. You would ask me, and I would give you living water. John 4:10, New Living Translation. After further conversation, a little bit of patience on Jesus' part, and a little bit of faith from the Samaritan woman, she believed. She believed he was who he said he was. I love that Jesus wasn't concerned with religion. He didn't condemn her or make her feel ashamed about her current relationship status. He wasn't offended or impatient when she continually doubted him. He was truly there for her. He knew she was drawing from the wrong wells to fill her. He was the only well she needed. He's the only well that we all need. He's definitely the well that I needed. He sits at all of our life's wells. Some of us acknowledge him, some don't. Some of us talk with him, never really believe. Some of us do believe, but we forget. And some of us believe and really allow it to implant into our hearts, and we end up receiving the greatest revelation of our lives. Regardless, he's always there. A deep well of living water, ready with an abundance of life, joy, peace, love, whatever you need. My heart melts, and I'm so humbled when I think about the times when Jesus sat at so many of my own life's wells, just waiting for me, knowing that I needed a refill. He's an amazing God, and his love is not like anything I've ever known.